Okay, that's enough hair flipping. This is how I honestly cricked my neck, I'm convinced. But welcome back to my channel, guys. This time I tried straight crochet braids, and if you like it, keep watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. So I know you guys are probably looking at me like, girl, what is that in your head? I promise you it's not dandruff. I had just finished doing an avocado hair mask. And if you guys don't know what that is, you just blend up some avocado, put it in your hair. It's really good for your hair, but it's not dandruff and it's really, really hard to get out. So that's why it's in my head still. Okay, so now I'm just securing the back of my head by sewing it up. I do recommend, I did these really big braids, but I do recommend you guys doing smaller braids so it could just be a flatter install and easier to handle, because my braids were a little big in the front and that bothered me a little, but I was able to come back from it. So after I sew them up, I'm just gonna start crocheting them in. So this is how the hair comes pre-looped. And I actually follow Day 6's method on YouTube. You guys should check her out. She's gorgeous. So basically her method was to take the rubber band off and split them into 3 pieces, because no one likes bulky hair, and if you put them all in your head like how it is pre-looped, you're just gonna get this really big bulky look, and it's not gonna look natural. Okay, so I'm going to keep this part slow because I realized reading a lot of the comments on other people's pages, not many people know how to crochet. So what you do is you open the latch, you push the hair through, and then you double knot it just to be secure. So I hope that made sense, and I'm going to slow it down for you guys so you can actually see it. Fast forward a little bit, we did the back, and as we get closer to the front, what you want to do is make sure you take those 3 pieces, and if you can, split them into tinier pieces and do them adjacent next to each other so it looks like a neat line. And the smaller pieces that you do, the more seamless the look will be. I also want to mention that I did not put a loop or a piece of hair for every braid or in every spot, just because I didn't want that bulky look like I said in the beginning. So there were parts in the back of my head where I skipped pieces of my braid just to make sure that it looked nice and flat. And I also want to mention that I used 2 packs of the hair that I showed in the beginning. The first one was 18 inches and the second one was 16 inches. So now I'm just backing up to see the process so far. I'm going to turn around to show you guys the back of my head and see how many spaces I actually skipped so it looks nice and flat. Yes, I skipped all those spaces, but don't worry. Once you fill it in at the top, you shouldn't be able to tell that there's spaces in the back. Okay, so I already did one side for my middle part, and this is why I told you guys to make sure you do your braid smaller, because that big doo-doo braid in the front was really making me mad. But what I'm doing is just I'm taking really tiny pieces. If I can split that one loop into maybe 4, that's what I'm doing, and I'm putting them very neatly next to each other. And then I'm gonna show you guys how I got like a seamless part at the end. So now I'm just taking that little tiny little piece and I'm putting it at the front of my head, and I'm gonna push the latch through and pull it back, and this time I am not gonna tie the knot like I was for the previous ones, and that's just gonna give me that seamless look as if it was parting down my head. So I just repeated these steps until I reached the front of my head and I felt as if it was seamless enough. And then I went ahead and I trimmed my hair. I'm sorry, I hate having just straight long hair. I like layers and things like that. So I parted it. I started from the bottom and I cut diagonally, and these were my results. Thank you guys so much for watching me trying to do straight crochet hair for the first time. If you like this hair tutorial, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!